Africans supporting strength, inspiration, and success together. Always shouting out the Queen, Raw Cannon. Shout out to all the cannons. Nick, you already know what it is. My brother Mile, my brother Zoo, my brother Duke, my brother Trap. Y'all know him by Trap. I call him Ant. His name was Trap Kane. Trap Man Kane. You know what I'm saying?
My name good too. My government good too. It's all right.
You know what I mean? My man Mill. You know, AJ, Carlita, Niche. My man, listen, don't let Carlita, man. You know what I'm talking about too. I know y'all got this joint on right now. Mark, you don't let, you know what I'm saying? Even though she is basically your supervisor. But nah, Miss Marion, definitely talked to Miss Marion earlier. You know, it's crazy because me and her do a Tuesday like meeting, just me and her, you know, on the phone. And it's crazy because when you sit in spaces and talk to people and they planning, like the whole conversation is about planning and building and creating, like that, sitting in on those type of conversations and meetings, like that's the shit that make me that be good therapy for me.
That's the shit that get niggas hope, man.
Yeah, outside of doing this show, cause this show is a saving grace for me, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, and like people be thinking like, yo, I really do be having it together for the most part, cause I talk to myself out loud a lot. I talk about my issues out loud with other people. I really don't care. You know, it's not really nothing you could say about me that could be like, oh, I was trying to hide that. Nah.
Bro, you want to know what's crazy is that more black, I believe if more black men took that approach with dealing with their problem,
right,
it would be dope. You feel me? And
come
and that's therapy.
Come on, you want to slide on? Look, she come right on time. That was on cue. That was segue time. You feel me? She had brother talk about it. Is he about to start talking about some pain and getting it together? Because I know a little bit about getting it together. So, you know, this is GLOCAWEAR family. At any time we doing the show, you know, folks can come in and they got real valued opinions. I've talked to this young woman, you know, we young folks. You know,
I know that's right.
Not young folks like y'all think, not them type of young
seasoned young people.
Yes, young and
talk about it.
You understand what I'm saying? So please let them know who you are first.
It's none other than your favorite yoga soldier, aka the yoga broad, Nelly. Yoga in the building. Thank you for letting me slide in.
Nah, man, listen, this is what we do. And shout out to her Instagram is Sincerely Sarita. Now, I usually don't say people's name if they was coming on the show and they don't make it. So when you come on the next time, it could be like, you know, it's new, like nobody know that you missed the show. But I do really appreciate you trying to jump in traffic to come up here. Not jumping traffic like, you know, figuratively, like literally. Getting in your car and seeing traffic is crazy. And I don't get the overtime like I used to no more, so I can't let you go. Because we got another show after this now.
It's a lineup.
Yeah, man, you got to respect the regime. You know, that's one thing about me. That's one thing about me. I understand roles, man, and I understand that we all have a role to play. And if we gonna make organization work, we all gotta go hard at that role. Like if you don't do your role, it's all gonna fall apart. Like I definitely think about that in any role that I have. So I really appreciate you attempting to make it here.
It's all about
I got December 19th. We definitely gonna do that. I got a lot coming up, and y'all gotta come out for these things I got coming. So
I don't have a corporate job anymore, so I can support stuff.
See, we
so
all
you can put me on your team. I don't work for the man anymore.
You see how it go? I got a joint in my office that say true power is the ability to empower other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I live by that. Like I truly do. But the thing is, we have this series that I'm starting. I just started it up. So first, we want to do something kind of big in our event
Don't say
space.
kind of big, period.
Yeah, I only say kind of big because I knew somebody was going to correct me, and that's what I
hesitated.
hesitated.
Small.
Because
how
it's
about
like
that?
depending.
How about that?
That's true. Depending on what it is, to people it could be like, oh, it was only 20 people, but for what we were doing, 20 people was a lot.
One person showing up is a success.
All the time, though.
You get one person to come up and support you, it's a success either way.
It's one of those everybody gets a trophy moments.
No. But
Cause the young boys was on the court today talking about I came in fourth. I was like, bro, we never said you win the rough or nothing else. And there's no second and third place in rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like my daughter play ball, right? And I spend all this bread, but I tell her like it's not even about the money. It's about the empowerment. But if we not playing to be the best at what we do, we not playing, baby.
Period.
Understand that. If we not number one, we not nothing. And I don't want to put that pressure on you, but if you come to me and tell me this is what you want to do, it better be what you want to do, because I'm going to push you.
Because we could get into it and you could figure out a year or two or even a year like, Dad, this ain't really for me. But I really wanted to do it, but I see it ain't for me.
Right.
It's funny because
I think sometimes people do that because what people have to realize is I don't care what path you choose, what career you choose, anything that you want to be great in, that you want to be exceptional in, it's going to get hard after a while. Like a lot of kids play sports in the beginning, it's fun. It's like one of those everybody gets a trophy type of thing.
Right.
When you get to the AAU level and you get to the high school level and you get to the collegiate level, it's like, well, wait a minute, this is hard. Anything you do in life is going to be hard if you're passionate about it and you want to be good and exceptional at it. So sometimes that mindset with kids that, I like this and while it's fun, but I don't like the hard work that I got to put into it, so I just want to give up. Okay, well, you're gonna be giving up on everything that you want to do as soon as it get hard.
I'm glad you explained it. Is this going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I
Good,
can hear you.
brother.
Because I usually hear myself pretty loud. But I'm glad that you brought that up because like right before I came home, I can't remember the name of the book, but he was talking about the true determining factor on whether your children are going to be successful or not. And a matter of fact, I think the name of the book is called Grit.
Grit, okay.
And it's that thing of when you see it in little kids young, like little kids that fall off the bike, start crying, run to their mom. Other little kids fall off the bike, get back
up,
on,
keep
fall off.
rolling.
You know what I mean? Get into fights, keep fighting, playing ball. Bigger kids knocking them down. They want to keep playing.
Black author or no?
Huh?
Black author.
Nah, white ball, But one of the things that I like, he was kind of expressing that it couldn't be taught, like it, and I don't believe that.
I'm 50-50 with it. I'm 50-50 with it. I feel like the consistency of a parent and the discipline, sometimes you can break through and you can instill a level of grit.
Right.
But real grit is like, it's like that je ne sais quoi. You can't put that in somebody.
Now this is a dope point because me and my brother was talking yesterday and he was telling me like his uncle was explaining to him it's a difference between like angry niggas that's just out here rumbling
and tough niggas
that just
tough
this
niggas,
is what
man.
we is. Like this is what I do.
Literally.
Some boys can fight they ass off because they be angry.
Right.
But they don't want to do this every day.
Right.
Somebody that's tough is like, this is just what I do. Like,
and it's like, I want it all, bro. Give me all the fucking smoke. How the youngest we ain't ducking no
They wake
smoke.
up, eat smoke for
Right.
breakfast.
Yeah, like we ain't ducking no smoke.
And it's a funny thing with that because that even goes into, I always love to talk about identity, but we all do really come from different tribes.
That's a fact.
And some Africans, they was crafty. They the ones that burn down the a barn, talk, finesse the master and whatever you gonna finesse him into, spitting your drink, all that type of stuff.
And tribes, bro, they fought against each other. They or not even fought. They had like competitions where to prove what tribe was like
exactly
the elite niggas, bro. Like so,
and whatever it was.
Yeah, no, real right. Fighting, whatever sport they had at that time or what's going on. This is what we come from, bro. We come from this competitive soul. We come from that, and I be feeling like, yo, that can't be taught. Like you can't. It was reiterated in so many ways by other things my uncles and my elders would teach me, but like, yo, bro, like he'd talk the same shit to another dude, and they wouldn't catch it. Like I caught it, so I feel like it gotta be something to send you to even want to step into that realm.
See, I think I think that the reason why I said angry and tough, because like with grit, I do believe to a certain extent it can be taught because it becomes formulaic. So it's like my nephew, it's formulaic to him. Like he's dealing with it so much, it's like, all right, this is just what it is. His brother, it might be, I just got that in me to just keep going at it. Right. So when I say formulaic, I I won't allow him to quit.
And you're not
To the point
supposed
where
to.
no, but I'm just saying to the point where it's like, nah, it clicks in him. Like, I'm not gonna be able to survive and live the way I want to live without this lesson. But it's not innate to me. It's not something that I only do it because my uncle or my dad or whoever showed me that, bro, if you don't get back up, you're not gonna be able to live.
Right.
But
Agreed.
some people, again, I don't have to show them that. You don't gotta tell them. If you want to say it's innate, you want to say it's instinctual. So that's what I'm saying, where I believe grit could be taught because it's a training. It's like you get to understand that in order for you to live your life the way you want to, this is important.
Think about Asian parents.
You have to face it, so to speak.
And Indian parents, and they call themselves tiger parents. Like, they don't let up on their kids.
No.
And most of those kids are smart.
The elite.
They become
They the elite in
doctors. They,
America.
you know what I mean?
They the
So,
elite.
and I'm sure a lot of those Asian and Indian kids, or any tiger parent, any culture, I don't care, even Caribbean parents, African parents, like when you come from a different background, different cultures take education and certain and work ethic different.
Right.
And they don't let up on it. So I do agree that some level of grit can be instilled in someone. Shit, think about the Jacksons. And Joe Jackson. Shit, think about Joe Jackson. Venus and Serena. Think about any childhood actor or childhood athlete or entertainer. Some of those kids didn't pick that for themselves, but the parents made them become what they are. Grit or not, there was something instilled.
This is a joint where I think it was taught. Steph Curry. If you watch his joint, his dad had to remake his whole jumper over the course of the summer.
And for sure, bro. And I forgot the point I was going to make. But I'm in. Listen, it be like this, right? I feel like even that type of pressure can make or break a nigga. So you still gotta be a certain type of dude.
True.
Because it's like that type of pressure can make you, or that shit can say, bro, I don't want nothing to do with this. You know what? Yeah. Listen, boy, like I hear you, and them be them boys. Right. That's what I be saying. Like, yeah, you can.
It was there already.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Right.
It gotta be because like. Even with Steph, bro, even though like his pop, like he come from that, you still gotta want it, bro. Like we looking at the Ball brothers, like them niggas is trash. Straight like, I mean, you know what? Get me in my sports bag.
No. I mean, we can do that. We can definitely start doing that. But man, that grit thing is really important because we come from somewhere where I don't like calling African folks weak.
Fact.
And the reason why is, and I've said it and I've felt it, but I had to really dig myself because I'm like, a lot of the things that we go through, a person not really supposed to have to go through those things. So the fact that you didn't make it through don't make you weak. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard somebody saying something about people succumbing to trauma. Like we all traumatized, you just succumb to it. And I'm like, I don't know how comfortable I feel with
like
that.
Calling African people weak, or you not like calling African people weak in front of other people?
No, I don't like calling African people weak at all. And this is the reason why. It's the same reason why I don't call black women ugly.
Right.
I look at it like you're just not my flavor. Okay. And the reason why I say that because culturally what's appealing changes, even with African people.
No, that's a fact.
You could go to different places on the continent, a full-figured woman, size, sexy, whatever we calling it.
Big mama.
It's it.
At the juicy fruit.
Yeah, it's it. You know what I'm saying? She it.
Right.
No, you don't have you don't have the insecure Big John syndrome. Whether you got it on either side, you got dudes who think every big girl is insecure, so that's how they acting, and then you got insecure Big John is like they not gonna want me for, you know what I mean? Right.
Hey,
so listen, you go into other places.
I love big girls. I just wanted to say that.
That wasn't a shot at you, bro. It wasn't a shot at you. I was just, you know what I'm talking about, though.
I get it. I understand 100%.
You know men who faultily or predatorily go after,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Thinking she gonna be insecure, and then you got certain women who like, I ain't insecure is nothing.
Big girls.
Right.
If I came after you, it was strictly for the love.
And he's serious because he's standing up. I just need y'all to know. He just needed y'all to know he was 10 toes down on this stage.
It was strictly for love.
But I make that point only to say culturally, what's appealing is different, and what our eye sees as African people, bro, is tainted. They messed us up in how we look. It's like
we don't look at ourselves as beautiful, but other cultures do. That's why they're all making themselves darker, getting bigger lips, wider noses, bigger butts, wider hips. This is why they want to look like us, and we don't appreciate our own features. Know.
You be looking and you be like, bro, you don't even look and understand that you looking through a lens that's tainted. Like somebody told you what it was supposed to be, what the look is, who is attractive, who it's not growing out of our culture naturally.
Right. Exactly.
Like we in the neighborhood, women look a certain way in our neighborhood. This what we like.
No,
it's a natural outgrowth. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And I've been bringing this point up a lot too. Shout out to Dr. Wilson. He was like, yo, we see too many women. In this day and age, we see more women than we can actually deal with that type of stimuli.
They actually outnumber us by like
always
7-1 or something. Like.
But if it wasn't like Instagram and all of that, like you getting to see more women in your lifetime than you would have ever seen. What do you do with that stimuli? Like, what is that doing to men and women? Yeah. Seeing this many people all the time in all these different ways. When normally in a normal life trajectory, you only got to see the amount of people that's
they don't know.
Around.
They don't know.
Right.
The live interaction.
And it's like, how?
Say he like him big too.
What happened?
On the live, he said he like.
Oh, all right,
live.
Oh, shout out to the IG world out there. Shout out.
Like
you know
him
what I'm saying?
big too.
Listen, I just be like, your flavor is your flavor. But that's the reason why I go into that. Like, I know that the way that we perceive things has been tainted.
For sure.
I know that the way that we look at a thing and our perspective on things, even though we be thinking it's independent thought, a lot of times it's not.
Right.
It's a thought that came from somebody else. Right. Conditioning, orientation. It's that. So it's like trying to break out of that. It's like, all right, what do I really like in this woman that I'm looking at? What you know what I'm saying? Like, what do I really like? Because I don't want to get caught in a foreign joint. She just look racially ambiguous, and I think that's what's supposed to be.
But all of it is all physical at first.
Yeah.
It's all physical at first.
And that's why we be hiding sometimes what we like, because we want to be on the status quo.
So I pose this question: do y'all believe in love at first sight?
I do.
I do because. Can I explain? Because it sounds crazy. I love black people. I love there from the rip. But I believe it because I think what we deal with when we get together is way more instinctual than we want to acknowledge. You feel what I'm saying? It's way more instinctual than we want to acknowledge. Like that. You know, it's pheromones going on, it's frequencies going on. It's a bunch of stuff in that first interaction that we don't even acknowledge.
Yeah.
We think it's really just raw physicality. It's other parts to it.
No, that's
true.
So because it is other parts to it that we don't really understand, I do believe that you can love somebody when you first meet them. And I think other things that tell you that that's not possible is what usually make you not.
And love don't mean in love. Yes, there is a difference.
Yes,
I love everybody. I love all black women. I
don't love everybody. I might like you. Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
And I tell you, I feel like if I entered every situation, at least with that energy, like I'm giving you love, that if you fuck me over, that's on you. So it's like, even if I'm not favorite of your character or whatever, like I could walk in with a smile on my face, embrace you. This how I break monotony. Come on. Y'all blow it up or I can't talk to you. Come on, man. Yeah, you on a 30-minute break and we can't blow it up. And that be my icebreaker. So you know what type of time I'm on, bro. I come in nothing but peace. And I'm one of them boys, my jacket say I give it up. But I understand how that shit been killing us.
Right.
Like that mentality. But I give it up too. But like I understand like entering, situations with that. Like you really figure out who's who and who really got the love that they say that they got.
Right.
Yeah, it's a for me it's a pure thing. I just be on the tip like if I come in here like this, I really don't, even when I was in crazy spaces, bro. Like I still came into these rooms like, bro, I got love for all y'all boys, but it can be whatever y'all want it to be.
Anybody's
like,
time.
that's just the reality.
Time you want.
But dudes took it. You know, cats can feel it. They can feel when they can feel when you a good dude and you ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. There's no other way to say it. Like, dudes can usually feel that. Will they still try to test it? Yeah. Not all the time, but yeah, it's somebody in the room that's, you know what I mean?
It's somebody itching for that shit.
Right. But once normally things happen before and cats really be understanding beforehand. I don't know why the universe works like this, but you really usually get to see a test of whatever your competition might be. Like when somebody gonna get in something. If we just stand around and watch long enough, something gonna be said, something gonna happen that's gonna allow you to know.
But I feel like every time men is around men, like, and I don't know you, is always that first job.
Women too. Women do the same thing.
Who I am.
Look each other up and down. Yeah. She thinks she cute. I definitely have gotten it all my life because I was light skinned. I had long hair.
Yeah, you know she thinks
she cute. She conceited. I'm such a tomboy.
You from uptown, right?
I'm from West Philly.
Oh, from West Philly.
Come on,
West Side.
West
Side, the best side.
Best side.
57th and Pine.
Y'all like the foster child of West Philly. Y'all like West Philly's foster kid.
Yeah, like get out of here.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real.
But you know what's sad? Why would you assume that I was from uptown? Like because I'm light skinned. So I can't be from North Philly. And that's the sad part. I look at a dude and I'll be like, he from North Philly.
Yeah,
Give it a man from North Philly.
Where he from?
You don't know where I'm from.
You look like you're from North. You look like you're from
I'm
North.
over the city actually.
Huh? Now you look like
No, take the scully off, man. Take the scully off.
you look like you either he look like he from Germantown or Southwest.
Wow.
He technically
Now
Southwest.
Where you from? Southwest?
He from West, but like he right there.
Yeah, you on the cusp. You on the south side.
Man, you from Southwest.
Yeah, like see, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm on it.
Southwest.
I'm on it.
On some real though, and a lot of people won't be honest about this. I don't think so. When I moved up Southwest from North Philly, because I lived on 18th and Master from like 4 years old to 11. Nah, if I really was going to say that I was, that's the crazy part. If I really was going to say that I was somewhere outside of Southwest, I'm from South Philly. Like all my folks from down there. I spent majority of my time down around 7th Street. But I don't say I'm from down there. I'm from Southwest.
No, that's what
like
that
came out the port
from and where you made your name at.
But I will say Southwest went through a change the same way that Uptown went through, where West Philly was where the shit was going down at majority of the time.
Super fact.
North Philly was where the shit was going down at. South Philly is where the shit was going down at, and these other areas didn't really get radical until crack came.
No, that's the
on everything, and didn't really change to just be radical until after crack. But before crack, my grandfather is from Uptown. I used to come up here from down 18th and Master, come up Broad Street, and the shit was drastically different. Trees on them, and all I did is catch the sub.
Like, nigga, stop playing with me. You got grass in front of your house.
Stop.
My grandfather had a bar in his basement.
Got grass come from.
It was a lot of
wax, hardwood floors and all this. Everything was white and everything. This is just a beautiful
plastic
house.
on the furniture.
Trees outside and all this. And everybody on the block is the same thing.
Got grass.
But Southwest went through that transformation. Southwest wasn't like down the bottom. Like it just wasn't. It was getting into that space. When I moved up there, like 2-3 years after I moved up there, Southwest was on a whole nother page. And it's funny because Southwest is up 60th and 70th Street now.
Yeah.
Like them young boys, like we really from Southwest.
No,
Grace Ave and all that shit. We the real,
like, real past school, all up there where them houses is at. Like that's really like been considered Southwest.
Nah, them young boys coming. Them young boys start coming to jail like 15, and then all the Southwest young boys, and they all 21s and 23s and 22s and all that, and they all was from up 65th on up, and they like this Southwest. That's Southwest now, OG. Like, nah, Southwest is down to 50 numbers. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. That was where the white people lived at.
Hey, man, I'm going to keep it real.
That joint
like, geographical shit is like,
Yeah, no, that's a real
technically from Southwest.
Yeah, that's an old joint. I don't even hear people saying Geo no more,
I'm
bro.
like,
I don't even hear people say Geo in the city no more. Like people be in so many different places now, gentrification and all that, and twisted this joint up so wild.
Hey, bro,
people from everywhere.
Southwest had the nuttiest slang though back in the day.
What? What?
Y'all used to say shit like "never the chrome."
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I was booked when that was going.
Yeah,
They
keep
used to
that
say
shit
shit
on
like,
the other
Yeah,
side
I
of
was
the
booked when that
track.
started going on. I don't know what that's about.
Yo,
That's a new
bullshit.
joint right there. But I do want to make sure everybody know, the credible messages in the house, CCIP. They trying to fake work
Nice.
by coming to the show.
really working.
That's what's
Really
up.
working, but my man, Ant, y'all know him as Trap Man Kane. You know what I mean? He do what he do. Mill. We always gotta tell everybody Mill 20 because it makes us feel so good. Like we got a young boy that's doing the work, but no, Mill really know what he doing. This ain't no. He just out here because he young and he gonna appeal because all young boys don't appeal to the young boys.
No.
So I'm just trying to let y'all know. You know what I mean? And Mill, he seemed like an old soul boy. Most people don't even realize that's how old he is.
Turn the camera around.
Nah, they could pop on if they want to. I'm gonna give them the, give them the opportunity.
You gotta turn the camera around.
Our newest member, AJ, she just kind of like getting there, taking it all in. That's the way I look at it. Like she moving around, she taking everything all in. It's a really, for me, I look at it and be like, this is a really sweet job, but it's very impactful. And I don't think the impact that they having, they really they understand it. But I don't think they really understand, like, once you've been doing this for a year, 2 years, 3 years, like, and you're going to get to see people that you've helped and that follow up and that follow through, you know what I mean? You really going to see how impactful it is. Right now, I feel like they know they doing something. But I don't think everybody truly understand how impactful what they're doing is. And I'm big on alumni. No matter what you got going on, if you helping people and people come back, that means you really was doing your job. If nobody is coming back, but you've been doing this for years, you ain't really doing your job because people don't like what you actually doing. It's almost like they might be forced in it or programmed to it, or they just was on such hard times they just went on and did it. But it's like I never again. Wow, it's kind of like prison. Prison got alumni, but not no willing alumni.
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying? Not willing.
Hey, bro, Styles said it the best, bro. That prison don't do shit but make niggas big and ignorant.
Yeah.
And then and that recidivism shit is real. Like,
that's
niggas who leave, 80% of niggas in the state of PA that leave prison go back.
And as they said, this is a hard number.
Because of the reentry.
63 or 68% is because of a woman.
Wow.
And my thing, this is what I learned. It's not necessarily, when I initially was reading this, I was like, all right, where I was at the time that I got released. Because they don't really, you could read about that information, but they give you the information when you ready to go through, when you doing pre-release and all that. And you go to the groups and they tell you, almost every group, it could be a drug and alcohol group, it could be a violence group, whatever it is, they all tell you that that's a part of recidivism. 63 to 68% of dudes who are coming back come back because of a woman. So my first thing was like, all right, damn, y'all playing with this thing so crazy that y'all already want me going out looking at black women or whatever I consider my women, and in particular is all black, mainly black men. So you talking about black women. So from one standpoint, I'm like, why would you be telling dudes like you going out there with an instant op? Like, I gotta stay away from these women because they're gonna bring, and some dudes take it in that literally, like, I can't deal with these women. They got the statistics, they told them. And you wouldn't be wrong to be like that, but it's like now you going at and treating women, not even going at, but you're gonna be treating women a certain type of way.
Yeah, some dudes be dead ass hateful. I ain't realized that.
The
like,
other part of
jail, they be so sour with women.
The other part of it be what you went through in jail with women. Now, this is the funny part about how men trick their brains up to that. What were you doing before jail with women?
That part.
So now that you in jail and you like, everybody needs to make sure you're cool because you in jail, because we can take that on to the point where we feel entitled about getting locked up.
Right.
I've heard it. I've seen it. I've listened to it. It's funny that I used to ask that question, like, damn, you was real upset with this woman. Like, what was it like before? Before you burn my ears off with all the things that she's doing now, What were you doing? And then the cats be like,
No, man, they gonna tell you that, I was bringing all the bread home and da-da-da-da-da,
You know me, I ask,
niggas
if you
gonna fill
know
the
me,
trunk up a
you know
lot.
nah, but that's the thing. They be thrown off from the door because that's not normally what anybody even asks. I learned that quick. Dudes don't ask that question. They all jump right into the hate joint, right into the pity party joint, right into I didn't do anything. Why my mom won't bring my kids up here? Nigga, you know you just want to kiss and a rub on the butt. You using the kids.
And you was a nut ass nigga. You wasn't seeing your kids when you was on the street.
Right.
You wasn't trying to build and wasn't trying.
You got this thing of women are the reason. Then you got these dudes that already have attitudes towards women that's off. You feel what I'm saying? But then you got to take into the real thing of you really haven't dealt with women day to day for whatever amount of time that you was incarcerated. That's an adjustment period that none of us want to think about.
Yeah.
Because one of the main reasons why I want to go home is to be with women.
No, that's a fact.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you getting all of these things coming at you where you know you want to be with them bad. Like one of my joints used to be like, damn, when I was a young boy and I first got my own place, I wouldn't want nobody to like stay at my house for like 2 days.
Yo, any more than 3 days, you gotta pay rent. You hear what I'm saying?
But this is the thing though, right? When I was in prison, I was like, damn. I let her stay every day, bro. Like,
That's that jail talk.
Yeah.
That's that jail talk. Oh, girl, when I get out and marry you, as soon as you get out, you gotta put one bed to the
You gotta balance that shit out. And then you also gotta balance out raw attraction and being away and what sexually repressed really is.
Yeah.
Beating your joint every day or touching yourself every day, I don't care what they telling you in this oversex society that we live in. That's not okay. Touching your, I'm serious, grown people, women and men.
I understand.
So masturbation's not okay?
Not every day.
Oh no, every day that's weird.
And no, but I've heard.
I mean, you don't have to touch yourself every day.
No, grown women.
I'm gonna get mine.
Listen,
every day.
Grown women. And men in jail, it's like, bro, stop putting the curtain up every time. And then, then it start getting to a point where dudes is like openly talking about getting money. And I'm like, bro, that's not a real conversation for most men. Don't let this place make you think you telling me you about to go beat your dick is okay.
Right.
No, I'm being serious.
That's intimate. It's not for everybody.
You cashing out in there, bro. That's not a joke.
Yo, no, real shit.
That's
because
not a joke, bro. It's not.
Dead ass. I be putting up the sheet just to take a shit, and the first thing a nigga say out their mouth is, "Yo, you got black back there getting money."
Yeah, that's weird. Like, nah,
that shit weird,
because I ain't even gonna go into the whole joint. That's another show about the mindset. Now that's another show. But what I was saying was all of these different things about our women that comes from that. Like, why it is a real part of recidivism because you can't have home without a woman.
That's a fact.
And the thing about it is you have these approaches with all the women. You have to adjust to all the women. We tend to think, oh, I got to just adjust to the woman that I'm going to decide to be with. No, you're going to have to adjust to your daughters, your nieces, your mom, your sisters.
Your
because they all
cousins.
have this thing in common called being women. They're different women. But they all have this thing in common, and you haven't dealt with women day to day for however long you was locked up. So, like, when women was telling me when I first came home, "Oh, be by yourself for a while," I wasn't understanding them for real. I understood, but I wasn't feeling it. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. I understood what they was trying to tell me, because the other part of that is I want to be with a woman every minute.
But you want to know what made me like appreciate them? Like, I came home with an appreciation for women because it wasn't niggas who came to visit me in jail, bro.
Exactly.
It was women. Like, my bit, like I don't take nothing from my child's mothers because I understand how I feel to have to hold kids down for 7-8 years, and then I come home and tell you like, I'm this changed nigga, and then I'm right back on some bullshit, using the kids as an excuse to be on the bullshit I'm on, but never like stop holding me down with like 10 toes. Like, I'm gonna tell the story and I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But that's the story that made me appreciate women in the whole just period. Like, I'm outside hustling all night. Is what I do. Like, I'm a hustle boy. I'm not all right, off that. But I was in the car for like 3 days, bro. Like trapping out the car, living out the car for like 3 days. My baby mom knocks on the window, wakes me up, takes me to the crib. She like, all right, get some sleep. I kicked one of my shoes off of that joint, bro. Shit, I was like, screw, I was rocking that joint.
Before you go to sleep, you get your stinking ass in the shower.
Fuck that. We eventually got to that, but she seen how burnt I was. Yeah. Took the other sneaker off, shut the door, and lifted the window up. And told me about myself when I woke the fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's real. No, and that's right there. And that's before we had our kids. You feel what I'm saying? So I understood like the and that's when you playing your part though, because what a man do for a woman got a lot to do with how she gonna play her part. How men treat women. You feel what I'm saying? Like I loved her and I showed her every day I loved her. I let her burn me for case money, smoke my weed up, all types of shit. But like all that shit came with like at the end of the day, like that she was the only one who hold me. Like long story short, she was the only person to hold me down through that whole shit, like straight through. You know what I mean? I call, you pick up all the time, and I'm burning you. I know I'm burning you the fuck out because I ain't talking about shit. I'm doing the same thing every day. I know I'm burning you the fuck out. But yeah, shout out to her, man. Smelling my funky ass feet. Cause them jaws was rotting. Like, listen, I smelled them bitches in my sleep. That's
that's crazy. I knew them jaws was real, bro. Nah, that's a real thing. Like I had an appreciation already. You know what I mean? Because I learned that. The same thing you said, like who really was coming to see me? Like my brother Chuck was coming, like he definitely was coming. Shout out to Chuck. He held me down the whole dub. Came to see me. I was in the whole nine. When I had my situation going on with the guard and all that, he was making sure it happened for his brother and all that. So my brother definitely rocked, but it was always women, bro.
And
whenever you went in the room, whenever you went on the dance floor, as they called it, it was always women.
Bro,
moms, sisters, aunts, grandmoms, girls, like
the juvenile shit. It was my aunts and my grandma. My grandma passed when I was doing like my juvenile shit. She passed, but it was always women, bro. Never like I always got one like consistent like throughout my life. One dude that's my brother. You met him, Feast. Yeah, that's my dog. But like everything I go through, bro, I go through with women, and I credit that every time I speak to niggas. Like I be like, bro, like. Y'all niggas on bullshit. No, for real. Niggas be on bullshit out here. Don't try to talk to me like you some super overly stand-up nigga, bro. Say that shit. You know what I mean?
Say that, John. I am, though.
No,
listen, I'm going to be real with you. I put that pressure on myself. Somebody that came on the show, I think it was the other Kane. And he was like, man, I be listening to you. Yeah, he was like, man, I be listening to you. And if you really, somebody said it to me, I think it was him. It might have been more than one person, but it was like, if you really the boy that you be talking like how you be talking, and I be like, bro, it's not too many places you can go and somebody gonna tell you something different.
No, that's a fact.
Like seriously, there's not too many places you gonna go and somebody gonna tell you something different. Whether they knew me for years, they knew me for a short time. Whatever it is, it's consistent. I intentionally try to be
integrity.
Exactly. Be a good dude, a good black man. Intentionally. And I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it.
We wasn't slapped.
Yeah, it be burning me all at times. I go through my shit.
If I was your size, bro, I'd have got locked up for 3 Aggies this year just for slapping niggas. Because it's like my size is like it still can be challenged. Even though I know I'm nice as shit, like I can really throw them, but my size can be challenged. But you,
man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I do want to ask. You said you don't work for the man no more. Like what do Nelly got going on right now? Let us know what's going on so we can know where to be around, where I can get on your nerves at.
You will never get on my nerves, but what I am
what's going
trying
on at
to
Eddie's
do
house
is like Transformers, like Voltron. I'm trying to come together with like-minded people right now. I'm not trying to be an island and do anything by myself. So I'm going to be doing some stuff with Chick. Shout out to Chick with the Juice. She got
tomorrow
some stuff
one.
cooking.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
I'll be there tomorrow.
See,
yeah, I'll be around. You already know.
So that's why I'm letting you know. You know, I'm already at the Y. I'm still at the Y. I'm never gonna stop.
That's the other
I'm
part,
never, ever gonna stop. So now that I'm not working, I have time to put the effort in that I need to into the stuff that we've been talking about. So I want you to know I'm not a bullshitter. I'm definitely a person that has a lot of ideas, and when I get a chance to implement them, I'm going for it. I don't care if it takes me a day or 6 months or a year or 2 years or 5 years. If I have an idea and I believe it's going to work, I'm going to follow through with it. But I'm around so many like-minded people that I believe that a lot of things that I want to do, I'm going to be able to achieve through people like you, people like LaWanda, people like Chick, GLOCAWEAR in general, the foundation that we have here. So yeah, I'm back teaching. I'm at the Y every day, Monday through Saturday. I teach yoga every day, Monday through Friday, and I teach gymnastics. 51st and Chestnut, people.
That's why I didn't want to cut you off, but that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted them to know.
I'm in the hood.
We need some yoga bro. We need to be doing
so
yoga.
my classes are early in the morning. I'm there Mondays and Wednesday mornings at 7, Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 7:30, Friday at 8, and then Saturdays I teach gymnastics to the little kids.
What age?
For the gymnastics, the 12 o'clock class is 5 to 8 year olds. She's only 3. Yeah. I would recommend you at least bringing her for the swim lessons for now.
Yes.
Because we do take them that young.
You be there? You be at this one lesson?
No, I don't work on the aqua side, but I know everybody that works on the aqua side. So whenever you bring her,
cool, bro.
She would be amazing. and I definitely want to partner with you, and I will talk to my director and I'll talk to the supervisors there. I want to start offering these kids memberships to come to the Y. I also want to give them opportunities to become either counselors or lifeguards. Our city needs it. The Y will pay for these kids to become lifeguards. All they have to do is work at the Y.
So this information officially goes into the 123 app, right?
Yes, this does.
All right, so we need to get our kids off these streets.
Collaborated with the she teaches yoga. What are all the things you do at the Y? Is yoga? What else?
I teach pretty much everything. I'm a line dance instructor. I'm a personal fitness trainer. I have work experience over about maybe 15 to 18 years working with people with my corporate job. I was an autism coordinator. That's what I just stopped doing. Okay. I have family members who are autistic. My godson is autistic. I worked for Northwestern Human Services. I worked at Elwyn for years. I was Elwyn. I worked at Elwyn for years.
It goes on Germantown now.
I worked at the one in West Philly right there on 44th or 43rd and Market. As a job coach, so I always went with my clients to work, and I help them create jobs. So I'm also good at that. People with disabilities need jobs, and there's jobs that we can create for them. People get paid to throw those pizza flyers out there. Our young kids could do that. It doesn't just have to be for people with disabilities. There's ways for us to create jobs for these kids, and that's the reason why a lot of our kids are doing what they're doing, because they don't have anything. They don't have dances to go to. Where's Bobby Dancer at? Shout out to Bobby Dancer for doing what you did for youth like me back in the day, but they need more of that now. They need it. They need places where they can go and party. Arcades, skating rinks in our neighborhood. Where's Elmwood? It's not there anymore. Carmen's not there anymore. So when our kids want to go skate, you gotta go all the way up the boulevard or all the way to Jersey. How you gonna get there?
No BS.
Damn, Carmen's was like right in the
stuff
in the
like
we had shit
like
in our
that.
heads. Movie theaters. Where we going? Bowling alleys. Where's it at? All that shit is gone.
We letting them take it though.
Well, we're letting them take it, and we're also fucking it up, right? So we don't support the shit in our neighborhoods because we think it's a fad to go out to the shit that's better, but it ain't. Support our own shit, and a lot of these places that closed down was black owned, and that's the problem too. They was black owned, and I have a problem with the people who do own these establishments who, you know, they get old and they don't want to do it anymore. Step to your black people in your community and give those people the opportunity to take that off your hands and buy it from you, or at least that roller skating ring, you know, from you, instead of just saying, oh, I don't want it no more and I'm gonna sell it to the white man.
No, that's a major thing, because I say that with our houses, like I be wanting to move on communities, our communities, and let the older people know, like, don't do the reverse mortgage.
Don't do it.
Sell it to me. If you don't have no kid, if you want to pass it on, like, put that as a stipulation in it that stay in the community and you give it to somebody else on the block. One of your girlfriends that you've been going to church with is like, listen, girl, if our kids don't act right, I'm gonna give it to your son, or I'm gonna give it to so and so grandson, or I just want to keep it in the community, and we need to start getting to that. Like, don't just give it back to them because you don't have anybody in your family to give it with. Because it's what it is. It's leaving the whole black community. It's not just leaving your family. That's a big thing for me. Like, we really need to start going to, especially uptown. I'm just because I thought about it because when I was giving out food up there, I'm like, whole blocks of people in these 60s. Like not no renters on the block and all that. The community or the block is going down, not because the people don't want to. They don't have the ability to no more. It's no renters on these blocks. I'm on Beechwood and walking. I'm like, it'd be like 2 houses of people renting on. The rest of them is owned by people at least over 55. Everybody. And what they gonna do with the house next? Because I don't see any younger people moving in and around the house. So it's like, we need to invest.
We got to figure out a way to handle the blight in our communities. A lot of abandoned buildings. I'm a strong believer in teaching a man how to fish and not giving a man a fish. So as a general contractor, I think that it's a need for our kids to learn how to pick up a hammer, how to pick up a drill, and it's not just for boys. Girls can learn these trades too. Yes. And we have it's ridiculous how many youth that I see come in and out of the Y alone that are homeless. So we can teach these kids how to build a house. Why can't we teach you how to get and live in that house? And you'll appreciate that house more because now you're going to be so proud of yourself because you put that door on. You put them windows in. You learn how to do electrical. You learn how to put the flooring down. You know how to caulk.
This boy really eating chips on live TV. Yeah, it's coming through the air.
He said he was hungry. You ain't hear him?
When she said, I'm a believer, and teaching somebody how to fish.
As soon as I said fish, he said, I'm hungry.
I said, I wish somebody give me a fish right now.
But listen, I can't go over time no more. We have another show behind us. I'm on it. I respect what we got going on. But I do want to say, listen, check me out. We have a Pardon Me screening coming November 28th to Cornerstone Drop-In Center in the event space. It's about how having a felony, how it affects you economically, how much you lose from having a felony and then getting a pardon, how much that can bring back a lot of that economic value back to our community, because so many of us are the ones who have felonies and we can't access so many different things that people without felonies can, and it has a real dollars and cents negative and positive to it that's going to be shown in the documentary. Shout out to Shujin Moore, shout out to everybody from Paul's, the Pardon Steering Committee, and all the Mike Lee fellows. Shout out to Mike Lee. I'm saying this, bro, because you're gonna have to come to this screening, because he was the 3rd Mike Lee fellow and I was the 1st, and we putting this thing together, so you're gonna have to come from the DA's office. I'm putting that out there. He's the chief of staff for the DA's office, Mike Lee. So too good looking. I'm on time. I'm getting up out of here.
Shout out to my baby moms.
No doubt. Shout out to all the women in my life, yo. Shout out to all the women in my life. And Angelique, get well. I know you banged your knee up real crazy. And congratulations on your 2nd job and your promotion that you're going to be getting soon. So, PSA, Philly service announcement. Takeover Tuesday. Takeover love, support, grace.
And all our black people.
That's what we doing now.
Peace out, people. The light me honors and respects the light, y'all.